What's going on, everybody? This is ODC. It's me, and I'm back with another action figure review. This is my review of the DC Collectibles 2-pack Justice League Wonder Woman versus Katana. I picked this up, oh boy, maybe five months ago? Holy cow, I can't believe it's been 5 months already. I picked this up on Amazon for $13.74 a long time ago, and yeah, I just finally getting to it now. To be honest with you, it's been sitting unpackaged this whole time, but looks really good. I got a great price on it, $14 for 2 figures. That's a great deal. So if I ever find the Flash and Vibe 2-pack, I'll definitely try and pick that up. But that 2-pack seems to go for around $30. Not sure why, but I mean, if this one's $14, why isn't the other one $14? Anyway, I digress. Looks pretty cool. Comes with this nice window box display with the peeled back DC logo. Says Wonder Woman versus Katana action figure 2-pack on the bottom. On the side, it shows the figures in the 2-pack. On the back, we have the other figures that you can collect in the other 2-pack. You have Flash and Vibe, and then it just shows a picture of the other figures. So on the other side, you have a picture of each figure's face, and yeah, so there you go. Justice League, and then it says Justice League of America on the bottom, because that's what Katana is a part of. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. We'll bust these out of packaging. We'll take a closer look at Katana and Wonder Woman. Okay, and we're finally back with these two out of packaging, and I say finally back because it took me like 10 minutes to get the 75 twist ties that they were tied down with off. But I think first impressions out of packaging, I gotta say they both look pretty good. The sculpts look really good on both of them. Now, if you weren't up to date, this 2-pack came out, I think, a couple years ago, 2013 or 14. Pretty sure it might have been 2014. It doesn't say a date on the box. I'm looking at it right now, but anyway, this was actually the part of the Justice League of America, which she's a part of, and then there's the Justice League. Now, if you're not familiar with New 52 stuff, a lot of people, maybe might not be, but the Justice League of America was formed to kind of check the Justice League. So each member, I guess, of the Justice League of America was kind of there in case the Justice League ever got out of control. They had the Justice League of America to kind of take them down. I don't necessarily know if they could. I mean, maybe Martian Manhunter could probably do some damage, but yeah, I don't know. I always liked the Justice League of America. I actually have their first 10 issues. I have them. It was a pretty good run. I didn't have a problem with it. I thought the Justice League story was a little bit better, but for the most part, I enjoyed both. But talking about these two figures, Wonder Woman does include an accessory. They each do. She does include her sword here, and it does fit into her hand just like so. There you go. And now she's holding it. Hi-yo! Ho! I don't know, hacksaw. And then Katana does include her Soul Taker sword. Technically, I don't think this is the Soul Taker sword, but that's neither here nor there. It does fit into her right hand. She can't really, I don't really know if she can hold it in her left. It's really made for her to hold it in her right, but I'll give it a try here. I think it's going to look... No, she doesn't want to hold it. So, I mean, it's meant for her right hand anyway, so it doesn't matter. A little bit loosey-goosey here in the arm, the swivel at the arm. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that, but let's have her hold it properly. There we go. Another thing is the kind of the lack of articulation with both, and I would say she's got more articulation than she does. For the most part, although Wonder Woman stands a little bit better than Katana does. There we go. But they both hold their swords. I know these are awkward poses they're standing in, but really there's not much you can do with, especially Wonder Woman, And I feel like you kind of have to lean her back a little bit to kind of balance her out properly. I think she looks good here. Let me just actually set her aside, and we'll just talk about Wonder Woman for a minute. She's very limited in articulation. She's pretty much an old school kind of DC, direct DC Collectibles. I'm just kind of trying to figure this out, what she has to offer here as I'm going through the figure. I would say the paint applications look pretty good on her. Not seeing a whole lot of defects or flaws. I'm pretty sure this is the exact same figure that's in the We Can Be Heroes 7-pack. I actually do have that 7-pack. It's actually a really good 7-pack. You should pick it up. I've seen it go for around $80 now, and I think that's a really good deal if you can pick it up for $80. I believe I picked it up for $74 a few years ago. But really good box set. If you haven't picked it up, maybe you should, and that way you get all the figures and all the characters in the Justice League in one shot. But Wonder Woman looks good. As far as her articulation goes, her head does swivel side to side. She can't really look up. She can look down a little bit. Her arms go up. Both arms go up about that far. I would be careful because I feel like they still have clear pegs. Oh, no, they are not clear pegs. I take that back. Her arms do go down. Full 360 rotation. Bicep swivel. Single bend at the elbow. No wrist articulation at all, which I am very surprised. Usually DC Collectibles would give us wrist articulation, but they did not with this figure. So that's very surprising. Her legs do go forward. Both do go forward around the same range of motion. Her legs go way back. Single bend at the knee. And that's it. I mean, no boot swivel, no ankle articulation. So, as I burp. So pretty much she is just kind of a statue. She just wants to stand here like this, and I mean, you can get the arms in different positions. Like you could have her holding her sword all the way up like that, or like hurrah, victory, yes. I don't know. But so there's Wonder Woman. Let me just set her back here. Out of the way, you stay. But for the most part, she looks pretty good. I'd say the sculpting on her is probably the best thing about her. Then I would say the paint apps, and then last and least would probably be her articulation's probably not the best. But moving on to Katana here. I think she's the highlight of the 2-pack. She's probably the real reason why you're going to buy it, because she was already in a single card release, and then she's in the 7-pack, and now you have her in the 2-pack again, Wonder Woman. That is, I'm speaking of. With her, she was a brand new release, and they kind of stuck her in a 2-pack with a figure that was released twice already. Maybe for sales purposes, I don't know. Why toy companies do that, I have no idea. I mean, they could have put her and Vibe in a 2-pack and just called it a day, and this way we don't have 3 Flashes at this point and 3 Wonder Women. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. But like I said earlier, she's a little loose in the. It's not horrible. Like, she's not jiggling all around, but it's just a little bit loose for my liking for a brand new figure, right in her bicep swivel. But I think for the most part she looks pretty good. Here's a closer look at her face. I think it looks very accurate to what she looks like in the New 52. I really like this samurai arm. What would you call this? Armor, I guess. Armor. But it looks pretty good. I like it, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is the Soul Taker sword. I'm pretty sure that this is not. I think she lost the Soul Taker sword. I'm not 100% accurate. That's not 100% accurate information that I'm spouting out right now, but it doesn't. It certainly does not look like the Soul Taker sword. But I don't know. Maybe I could be. Maybe I could be wrong. Her arms do swivel in a full 360 rotation. I'm just going through her articulation now. I don't know why I started at the arm, so I'll go back to the head, like I always do. Her head is pretty much fixed on this body. So she can swivel, but she's not looking up and down at all. We got no job turkeys, and she got no job turkeys either. Her arms do go up about this far, all the way up, and they do go down. Full 360 rotation, like I said. Bicep swivel. single bend at the elbow, and no wrist articulation. So she's pretty much the same with Wonder Woman there. This arm goes up, ooh boy, about that. She's really stiff in that arm, and her arms are so thin. There we go. She can go up about that far, and then goes down, full 360 rotation. She does have a bicep swivel and a single bend at the elbow. It's a little bit hindered because of the sculpting of this arm, but she does have a glove swivel at the top. I just find it odd that if you're going to give a figure a glove swivel here, you might as well give her a wrist swivel. It just would have made sense to me. No waist articulation, no ab crunch. Her legs do go forward, and they do go back. Single bend at the knee. She does have a boot swivel, which is nice, and that's pretty much it. So no ankle articulation at all. Like I said, these are supposed to be statues here, and I guess that's pretty much what you're going to get with both of these figures. Just going to kind of stand them there, and that's it. So there it is. I mean, is it the best 2-pack? Without a doubt, no. Is this, I mean, if you're a New 50, if you like the New 52, or you like Katana, because she hasn't had, I don't know, I think this is her only release that she's ever had, then I would say go for it. Do it, pick it up, because, I mean, you can get this super cheap, and holy cow, is she well endowed in the chesticle department. Look at that. Good Lord. Holy Toledo. But she is not. Katana, itty bitty titty committee, and then we got Vavoom over here. So anyway, with that aside, okay, I still think that they're good figures. You know what you're getting with Wonder Woman already. She's a new figure. She's got a little bit more articulation, a little bit better range of motion than this one. But I feel like she's a good size. Wonder Woman's supposed to be much taller. She's actually supposed to be taller than Superman, to be honest with you. I think she's around 6'5". I think she's got an inch on Superman, and that's the way she's supposed to be. She's supposed to be an Amazon. She's supposed to be huge. So, but still good looking. But anyway, that's it for this 2-pack. Would I recommend them? Yeah, because it's the right price. I mean, $14 for 2 figures, and one's a brand new figure and hasn't really had a figure before. I'd say go for it. Sure, why not? But if you're not a New 52 fan, or if you're not a fan of either one of these characters, then you're probably going to be like, nah, pass. And you probably won't even be watching the the review then. Also, another thing I wanted to point out was her lasso is not removable, in case you wondered. So I wanted to point that out. And also, oops, sorry, Wonder Woman. She can sheath her sword. Boop, right in the back. So it looks good either way, whether you want it out in her hand or in. She does not have a holster of any kind, so she's just gonna kind of hold it like so. So there you go. You have your Justice League and Justice League of America 2-pack by DC Collectibles, Katana versus Wonder Woman. So I think that's still it's a decent 2-pack. They both have really nice sculpting, especially her and her arm. But throughout, she's got some nice panel lines going on, and she's got her New 52 panel lines going on her outfit as well. The boots are nicely sculpted on both, and nice paint applications, pretty consistent throughout, and the accuracy to the character. I think they knocked it out of the park with this 2-pack. Like I said, lack of articulation, but you know what you're getting with most DC Collectibles figures that are older, or a little bit older. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.